Ladies and gentlemen, the driving force behind Catholicism Wow, Cardinal Glick.
Thank you. Now, we all know how the majority and the media in this country view the Catholic Church. They think of us as a passé, archaic institution. People find the Bible obtuse, even hokey. Now, in an effort to disprove all that, the Church has appointed this year as a time of renewal, both of faith and of style. For example, the crucifix. While it has been a time-honored symbol of our faith, Holy Mother Church has decided to retire this highly recognizable, yet wholly depressing image of our Lord crucified. Christ didn't come to earth to give us the willies. He came to help us out. He was a booster. And it's with that take on our Lord in mind that we've come up with a new, more inspiring sigil. So it is with great pleasure that I present you with the first of many revamps the Catholicism Wow campaign will unveil over the next year. I give you the Buddy Christ. Now, that's not the sanctioned term we're using for the symbol, just something we've been kicking around the office. But look at it. Doesn't it pop? Buddy Christ.
Well, there you have it. Cardinal
Let me get this straight. You don't believe in God because of Alice in Wonderland?
Not through the looking glass. That poem, The Walrus and the Carpenter, that's an indictment of organized religion. The walrus, with his girth and his good nature, he obviously represents either Buddha or with his tusks, the Hindu elephant god, Lord Ganesha. That takes care of your Eastern religions. Now, the carpenter, which is an obvious reference to Jesus Christ, who was raised the carpenter's son, he represents the Western religions. Now, in the poem, what do? What do? They dupe all these oysters into following them and then proceed to shuck and devour the helpless creatures en masse. Now, I don't know what that says to you, but to me, it says that following these faiths based on mythological figures ensures the destruction of one's inner being. Organized religion destroys who we are by inhibiting our actions, by inhibiting our decisions, out of fear of some intangible parent figure who shakes a finger at us from thousands of years ago and says, do it, and I'll fucking spank you.
The way you put it, I've never really thought about it like that before. What have I been doing with my life? What am I?
Yeah, I know. Listen, my advice to you, you take this money that you've been collecting for your parish, go get yourself a nice dress, you know? Fix yourself up. Find some man, find some woman that you can connect with, even for a moment, because that's really all that life is, sister. It's a series of moments. Why don't you seize yours? Atta girl. Atta girl.
You know, here's what cheated on him while she was away.
She did?
Twice.
Nice.
It doesn't matter right now, because they're just both so relieved to be with one another. I like that. I wish they could all feel that way more often.
Is this why I had to come down here this morning, man? Is this why I had to miss my fucking cartoons? You call me, you tell me it's important, you know? What, to share in your half-assed obsession with Hallmark moments?
We're going home. Somebody sent us this in the mail. Take it, man, and quit leering at me. People are gonna think I just broke up with you or
You
something.
did just say we're going home, didn't you?
Read.
Cardinal Glick cuts ribbon on Catholicism Wow campaign. And?
You have to keep reading.
The rededication of St. Michael's Church.
Is the kickoff of a new campaign which seeks to bring Catholicism into the mainstream. With a papal sanction, the archway entrance of the century-old Jersey Shore house of worship will serve as a passageway of plenary indulgence, a little-known Catholic belief which offers all that passes through its arches a morally clean slate. For Sunday News Brief, I'm Grant Hicks.
Wait, so all I gotta do, I walk through the arch thing, and then I can go back home?
By walking through the archway, all your sins are forgiven. Then all we have to do is die.
Die? I don't want to die.
What, you'd rather hang around here for a few more
No,
eons?
we don't even know if we can die. All right, but what if we can, and then the arch thing doesn't work? What then? Hell? Fuck that.
It's impossible.
Fuck that.
If we cut off our wings, transubstantiate to complete human form, we become mortal. If we die with clean souls, there's no way they can keep us out. We won't be angels anymore, but at least we get to go home.
Who sent the paper?
Who cares who sent the paper? All that matters is that after all these years, we found a loophole. He can't keep us out anymore. And once we get back in, I'm sure he'll just forgive and forget.
But this is church law. It's not divine mandate. Church laws are fallible because they're created by man.
One of the last sacred promises, imparted to Peter, first pope, by the Son of God before he left, was, whatever you hold true on earth,
I'll hold true in heaven.
it's dogmatic law. The church says it's so, God must adhere. This thing has a papal sanction.
Let it never be said that your anal retentive attention to detail never yielded positive results.
Can't be anal retentive if you don't have an anus.
Outstanding work!
Oh, there's just one thing I think we gotta do before we leave. This is gonna help us get back on his good side.
What?
Here, I've been dreaming about this for 5 years. Read that.
Mubi the Golden Calf, creating an empire out of simplicity.
I wanna hit him.
You really are just a simple creature. We finally find a way back, and you want to jeopardize that because you got a soft spot for the good old.
Hey, what better way to repent than by resuming the position I once denied, thanks to you?
I really don't think a killing spree is gonna make things better for
Killing
us.
spree. I'm talking about divine justice here. I'm talking about raining down fire and brimstone, punishing the wicked. He's all about that. I know he'd want this done.
There hasn't been an angel of death since you quit. Doesn't that mean anything to you? And besides, what if you're wrong like you always are?
If I'm wrong, which I'm not, it's not gonna matter. We're gonna pass through your arch thing anyway. We're gonna be forgiven, no harm, no foul.
Well, he does hate competition. I will say that. And your Mubi certainly falls under that heading.
All right, where is this church we have to go to?
New Jersey. Rededication ceremonies in 4 days.
Last 4 days on Earth? If I had a dick, I'd go get laid. We can do the next best thing.
What's that?
Huh? Let's kill people. Oh, not you.
The Greater Illinois chapter of the Right to Life Foundation will be holding its biannual softball game against the Cook County Pro-Choice League next Sunday at 2. Today's second collection will be donated to the John Doe Jersey Life Fund. For those of you who haven't been following the news, an unidentified homeless man who was accosted and severely beaten at the New Jersey shore last Tuesday lies in critical but stable condition in one of that area's hospitals. He lacks identification, and police have had no luck tracking down any possible family. The Archbishop of the Trenton Diocese has disputed the state's decision to remove the indigent man from life support systems, asking that Catholics all over the country join in this protest against euthanasia. Well, now please rise for the recession of faith.
We believe in one God, the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth. We believe in Jesus Christ.
You're gonna burn in hell, you fucking baby killer.
Holy shit, it's the Pope. Huh? Hey, what you talking about?
Jesus. You're Catholic, can't you talk to them?
They hate me more than you, no doubt. At least you have an excuse, you're Jewish. You don't know any better.
I don't think we're gonna go for that one. We already used that excuse when we killed Christ. So where were you yesterday? A bunch of us went to brunch.
I went to church.
That still kills me, you in church. If only they knew your weekly tithing came from a Planned Parenthood chick.
I don't know why I still go, Liz. I can remember going to church when I was young and being moved. Now I sit there every Sunday and I feel nothing. I don't think I have any faith left.
Do you remember that seminary student who used to mow my lawn, the one I tried to set you up with?
The 20-year-old. The one I could have babysat for in high school.
Right, well, the point is, he told me something. He said that faith is like a glass of water. When you're young, the glass is little, so it's easy to fill. As you get older, the glass gets bigger, the same amount of liquid doesn't fill it anymore. But periodically, the glass has to be refilled.
You're suggesting I need to get filled?
In more ways than one. You need to get laid, Bethany Sloan. You need a man, if only for 10 minutes.
It's been my experience that the average male is never a man, not even for 10 minutes in his entire lifespan.
That sounds a little bit militant. You think you join the other side?
Couldn't do it. Women are insane.
Well, then you need to go back to church and ask God for a third option.
I think God is dead.
The sign of a true Catholic.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Reynolds. I'm from the EPA. We're checking on possible Freon leaks. Tell me, do you have air conditioning?
Yes, we have central air.
In every room?
Except the bathroom. Why?
Oh, well, you do know what that means, don't you? Huh? Move. No pleasure, no rapture, no exquisite sin greater than central air. Pick that up. This will be the base of operations from here on in. Now, if I remember the protocol correctly, the powers will attempt to contact the last scion. I need you three to shuffle her loose the mortal coil. Go.
Behold the Metatron, herald of the Almighty and voice of the one true God. Behold the Metatron, herald of the Almighty and voice of the one true God. Behold the Metatron, herald of the Almighty and voice of the one true
Sweet Jesus, do you have to use the whole can?
Who the fuck are you and what the fuck are you doing in my room?
I'm the one that's soaked, she's the one that's surly, that's rich. Stop fucking crying.
Get the fuck out of here! Now!
Or you do what, exactly? Hit me with that fish. Now, just sit down on the bed and shut up.
What are you?
I'm pissed off is what I am. Do you go around drenching everybody that comes into your room with flame retardant chemicals? No wonder you're single. Now, stand back. As I was saying prior to your firefighting episode, I am the Metatron. Don't tell me the name doesn't ring a bell. You people, if there isn't a movie about it, it's not worth knowing, is it? I am a seraphim, the highest choir of angels. You do know what an angel is, don't you? Metatron acts as the voice of God. Any documented occasion when some Yahoo claims that God has spoken to them, they're speaking to me. Or they're talking to themselves.
Why doesn't God speak for himself?
Glad you decided to join the conversation. To answer that, human beings have neither the oral nor the psychological capacity to withstand the awesome power of God's true voice. Were you to hear it, your mind would cave in and your heart would explode within your chest. We went through 5 Adams before we figured that one out.
How do I know you're an angel?
What, you mean aside from the fiery entrance and the expansive wingspan, You want more proof? Fine. How about tequila?
Where the hell are we?
Only place you can go for a good tequila. Dos tequilas, por favor, and an empty glass.
Si.
Gracias, senor.
We're in Mexico?
Actually, we're in the franchise Mexican family eatery down the street from your apartment, but it's impressive nonetheless. You don't mind that I lost the wings, do you? I'm trying to keep our profile low.
What do you want with me?
I'm to charge you with a holy crusade.
For the record, I work in an abortion clinic.
Noah was a drunk, look what he accomplished. And no one's asking you to build an ark. All you got to do is go to New Jersey and visit a small church on a very important day. Oh, gracias.
New Jersey. That doesn't sound like much of a crusade.
Aside from the fine print, that's it.
What's the fine print?
Stop a couple of angels from entering and thus negating all existed.
Wait. Repeat that.
Stop a couple of angels from entering and thus negating all existence. I hate it when people need it spelled out for them.
You might want to clarify that.
Back in the old days, God was vengeful and hot-tempered, and his wrath was bore by the angel of death named Loki. When Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, that was Loki. When the waters wiped out everything with the exception of Noah and his menagerie, that was Loki. And he was good at what he did. But one day, he refused to bear God's wrath any longer.
Why?
He listened to his friend, a Grigori by the name of Bartleby.
Grigori?
One of the choirs of angels. They're called Watchers. Guess what they do? So one day, Loki's wiping out all the firstborn of Egypt.
Ah, the 10th plague.
Tell a person that you're the Metatron and they stare at you blankly. Mention something out of a Charlton Heston movie and suddenly everybody's a theology scholar. May I continue uninterrupted? Once he's done with the firstborn, Loki takes his friend Bartleby out for a post-slaughter drink. And over many rounds, they get into this discussion about whether or not murder in the name of God is okay. And in the end, Bartleby convinces Loki to quit his position and take one which doesn't involve slaughter. So, very inebriated, Loki tells God he quits, throws down his fiery sword, and gives him the finger, which ruins it for the rest of us, because from that day forward, God decreed that angels could no longer imbibe alcohol, hence all the spitting. So, for their insolence, God decreed that neither Loki nor Bartleby would ever be allowed back into paradise.
Were they sent to hell?
Worse, Wisconsin, for the entire span of human history. And when the world ends, they'll have to sit outside the gates for all eternity.
And this has what to do with me?
Someone has clued them in to a loophole in Catholic dogma that would allow them to re-enter heaven.
So what? They beat the system. Good for them.
It's not that simple. If they get in, they will have reversed God's decree. Listen closely, because this bit's very important. Existence, in all its form and splendor, functions solely on one principle. God is infallible. To prove him wrong would undo reality and everything that is. Up would become down, black would become white. Existence would become nothingness, in essence, if they're allowed to enter that church. They'll unmake the world.
If this is so major, why are you talking to me? Why doesn't God do something about it?
He could, but he'd rather see you take care of this one personally.
Why me?
Because of who you are. The girl in the PJs. Don't ask so many questions. Just serve your purpose.
I'm gonna have to pass.
I beg your pardon?
When some quiet little infection destroyed my uterus, where was God? When my husband decided he couldn't be with a wife who couldn't bear his children, where was God? To hell with him.
Don't allow eons of history and life to get blinked out of being just because you got a grudge against your creator. So you lost the ability to make life. You're being offered the chance to play mother to the world by acting like one and protecting it, saving it. But I can't make you. However, if you should decide to stop being selfish and accept your responsibility, you won't be alone. You'll have support.
What angels?
Prophets. In a manner of speaking. 2 of them. The one who speaks, and he will, at great length, whether you want him to or not, will make mention of himself as a prophet. The other one, well, he's the quiet type. Look, I've got to go. Just trying to remember, we're working in a time frame here.
Hey. What's he like?
God. Lonely, but funny. He's got a great sense of humor. Take sex, for example. There's nothing funnier than the ridiculous faces you people make mid-coitus.
Sex is a joke in heaven.
The way I understand it, it's mostly a joke down here, too. I'll see ya.
You mighty duck fucks! Snoogans. Did you see that shit, man? I know they were just kids, but we kicked their fucking pubis asses.
I don't know what to say or think, except...
That your first sex is a reward?
That I'd like to know who they and you are.
Oh, I'm Jay. This is my head of a life mate, Silent Bob. I don't know who those kids were, but they would have kicked yours and Lunchbox's asses if I hadn't represented.
Well, thanks for being out here so late. Wait a minute. Are you protesters?
You mean those dickheads with the signs and pictures of dead babies? Shit, no. Me and Silent Bob are pro-choice. Women's bodies are your own fucking business.
But what are you doing hanging around?
Well, we're here to pick up chicks.
Excuse me?
I figure abortion clinics are a good place to meet loose women. Why else would they be here unless they like to fuck?
Right. Well, I should be going. Thanks for the rescue, I think.
Wait a second. We just saved your ass and you're just gonna take off. What the shit is that?
I had a really weird night last night, and tonight's not shaping up to be any better. I think I should go home, take some Percocets, and lay down.
Now how about that shit? Fuck this town, man. I'm going back to Jersey and starting up a business again. I could kick the shit out of little kids in Red Bank and make myself a profit.
Profits. 2.
You gotta be kidding me.
We call this piece the Fecalator. One look at it and the target shits him or herself. Try it on.
I mean, it's a lot more compact than the Flaming Sword, but it's not nearly as impressive. It doesn't have that Wrath of the Almighty edge to it. Come on, how am I supposed to strike fear into the hearts of the wicked with this thing? Look at this.
Well, then, you know, don't use a gun. Lay the place to waste like.
Yeah, well, easy for you to say. You get off light and raising. You get to stand there and read at Sodom and Gomorrah. I had to do all the work.
What work did you do? You lit a few fires.
I rained down sulfur, man. There's a subtle difference.
Oh, okay, I'm sure.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you, man. Any moron with a pack of matches can set a fire. Raining down sulfur's like an endurance trial. Mass genocide's the most exhausting activity one can engage in, next to soccer. I'll take this one.
So what's up? You have a friend for Silent Bob, or you can just do us both? If so, I'm first. I hate sloppy seconds.
You're a man of principle. Jersey's pretty far from McHenry. May I ask what brought you here?
Some fuck named John Hughes.
16 Candles, John Hughes?
You know that guy, too? That fucking guy. Made this flick, 16 Candles. Not bad, there's tits in it, but no bush. But Ebert over here don't give a shit about that kind of thing. Cause he's like all in love with this John Hughes guy. Goes out and rents like every one of his movies. Fucking Breakfast Club, where all these stupid kids actually show up for detention. Fucking Weird Science, where this babe wants to take her gear off and get down, but oh no, she don't, because it's a PG movie. And then Pretty in Pink, which I can't even watch with this tubby bitch anymore, because every time we get to the part where the redhead hooks up with her dream guy, he starts sobbing like a little bitch with a skin knee and shit. And there's nothing worse than watching a fucking fat man weep.
What exactly brought you to Illinois?